DIY faux pumpkin stem and pumpkin tendrils. Let me show you how. My name is Jersey. This and the tendrils can be made just with a few items and using Dollar Tree items. Let me show you how. To start with the stem, you need some sisal from the Dollar Tree. You want 3 strands sisal, even though there's a few smaller strands within each strand. You want to figure out what length you want it. I just use my hand. I put it to the top of my fingertip to about right here and I cut it. So separate the 3 strands and you want to repeat this until you have enough that you think that you will need. I'll just use it as a template, cut it. Minimum you want to do it at least 3 times. So right now this gives me 9 strands. And then I just test it. I pinch the bottom, twist it. That's right, that's gonna be good enough. You can add 12, 15, 18. This one's gonna be good. And what I do, I just take a rubber band and it just helps hold it. I put little dots of glue. I don't glue the whole thing. I just do little dots. I twist it. I do little dots to hold it, twist it, and work my way up until I get to the top. Let me show you how. Make sure you have your silicone finger guards. They will really help. Place a few dots, hot glue. Use your finger guard and hold it. Give it a twist, and where it's popping up like that, that will tell you where you need to put just a little glue. And don't worry about the glue showing. We're gonna cover that with Mod Podge and cinnamon. Let me do a few more to show you. So I see a nice twist. I'm gonna untwist it and put some glue in there. You might have to go back down, glue a little bit more. It's a hit and miss process. Pull off the pieces that stick out. And it's okay if one sticks up a little bit. It's all gonna be mushed together. Let me go ahead and finish gluing all of this. When I get to the end, I'll come back and show you how I finish that one off. And here we are near the end. I don't make the end this tight. I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look natural. This end is going to go inside of the pumpkin, which I'll be showing you on the next video. So I tighten it up a little bit, and then when you put the Mod Podge on and cinnamon, it will look natural. It even gets a little feathery, and that's gonna look natural. It doesn't look like anything now. I did a thinner one than I did this one. This one I did, I believe, 15 strands. This one I want a thinner one, just to show you the difference. And then once you have all this done to your liking, pick off any pieces of glue like this. Just pick off any that you see standing out. And then get your Mod Podge. I use the matte Mod Podge. Pour some into your bowl. You're gonna need a little bit. You're going to be generous with this. So you start where the rubber band is and you just brush it on. Get down in all the nooks and crevices. I just leave the rubber band on. You're not going to see it. I put this about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch down into the pumpkin. And if it's coming apart right there, that's fine. This will all fill in, and when you put your cinnamon on, you won't even know. It looks beautiful. You want it kind of saturated. Go over it several times. You want to make sure it has a good coat on it. You can bend it back a little bit and make sure you get it down in there so the cinnamon will adhere to it. Then what I usually do, I squeeze it in, really squeeze it. You want to saturate this. It's already looking cute. I don't make these too often because I have a lot of dried natural pumpkin stems. But this is in case you don't have access to any pumpkin stems. And they're very expensive to buy, especially on eBay. You can just give it a twist. Leave this out. We're going to be using that in a minute for the tendrils. Now that I smushed it all in with my hands, I'm going to go back one more time, hold my hand under the rubber band. It's going to get messy, but that's okay. Alright, let's put this aside for just a moment. And if you're going to be putting your cinnamon mix back, make sure your mat is cleaned and dry. This is just a pumpkin mix that I get from the Dollar Tree, and I just put it into my glass jar. Pumpkin mix is a little bit darker than the cinnamon. I like it. I had it on hand, so I'm going to use it. So take your freshly Mod Podge applied stem and start sprinkling cinnamon on it. Pie mixture, whatever. You want to be very generous. You don't want to skimp on this. You can even roll it in. I don't worry about getting the stem part because I know this is going to go in the pumpkin and you won't see it. So you want to pat it on if you want to. I try not to. I like it to look sprinkled on. So you can go ahead and pat it a little bit and then just tap it and then sprinkle more on. You don't want any white showing. And you can also take this right now and give it a bend to make it dry that way. So you would over bend it because it will come back a little on itself. So you over bend it and then you could come back. And you just sprinkle more on. What I like to do is let it dry right in the cinnamon mixture. You can tap it off, and that will show you where you're missing some. And that looks really good. So I just make a little mixture line like this and lay it right in it. Sprinkle some more on the end. And that one is done. And we're gonna let it dry and we're gonna move on to the tendril. And let me get this out of the way while it dries. Once it dries, I'll put all this pumpkin pie mixture back into my jar and reuse it. Now to make the tendrils is very, very easy. It's just laying there. And I like to make them different widths and sizes. So I didn't glue these on so I can show you what they look like dried. So this is what they're like. You can expand them. You can tighten them back up. You'll have to go in and remove some of the dried Mod Podge. There's like little dried Mod Podge on there. This is done using jute and I just leave it whole. I don't make it any smaller. So you just start with the length. You don't even have to pre-measure. You can do it as you go. I took a Dollar Tree spoon and I just drilled a hole in it. You don't have to. That just holds it on the back, keeps it out of the way, and then you can even clamp it. So if you want, you can just pre-audition it to see how much you want to put on there before you cut it. I usually do ones that will be real tight together and then other ones that are farther apart. So I'm just auditioning it now. Oh, about that long. So you can either do the top of it or not. And you'll just pull it through. Make sure you cover it all. I'm going to be using my fingers in just a minute, so it won't matter. You just basically want to pull it through the Mod Podge. Cover it as well as you can. I've even put it in there and coiled it and done this. And then I'll just use my fingers to make sure it's coated very well. Grab your spoon. You can feed it through there or not. Or if you don't want to drill a hole, bring it around the back and clamp it. Just like that. And then you just start turning and keep in mind how close you want your tendrils because this will dictate how close they are together. And you just twirl it all the way down just like this. Push it up as you go. I like to make one long one and then I cut it into pieces. And that's it. You'll let this dry anywhere from a half hour to an hour. I like to let it dry on the silicone mat. It's easier to peel right off. I have tried this on a wooden spoon. It did not fare that well. I rather use plastic or silicone. And let me clean up my mess and I'll be right back to show you how everything looks. Now you can, after you glue this on, you can hit it a little bit and knock some of it off. I find that you don't need to, and if it falls down, you just blow on it before you put any more ornaments on here. You can always go back if you find white spots and just take your little Mod Podge brush and then you can just tip it on its side if it's already on the pumpkin and just sprinkle it on there. This one I just open up and I'll just pick some of that glue off with my fingers. Make sure you twist it right back into shape. See some of the Mod Podge that falls off, and you can just take this and hot glue it on or shove it down into the hole with the stem, and there you have it. So easy to make. DIY pumpkin stem and pumpkin tendrils. Stay tuned. I'm going to be showing you how I made this Mod Podge Dollar Tree pumpkin form. Next week I'll show you how to make the blackened beeswax ornaments and decorations. I hope you'll try it. Look up there for the DIY craft playlist. Also, check out the blog. I'll leave the link below and let me know if you tried this. This is a really cute craft to make, especially if you don't have access to pumpkin stems. I think it looks really natural and I'm going to start making them again. I used to make these a long time ago, but since I have a lot of pumpkin gourds, I haven't done it in years. But I really like this. It gives it a different look. I think it looks natural. It looks awesome. It can be primitive, rustic, farmhouse. There you have it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Most important, please share on social media and have an awesome day.